Hello everyone, this video will cover Module 2. So Module 2 is going to just introduce some pre-writing strategies. And these are important because you will be carrying these forward throughout the rest of the semester and be expected to complete these for other assignments. So we're going to start with just kind of the laying a foundation of important things to remember about essay writing. And then in the next module is when we'll actually get into writing your first essay. So this module is, again, kind of that introductory overview stuff. And you can see that we have a couple of readings that you're going to do. They're actually from the same section of the book, so you can just go through and read the whole chapter if you want to, but I have them broken up, so if you want to do the assignments one and then the other, that's fine. But basically this is all from, it's like the invention chapter. It's about just kind of the basics of what do you do before you get into actually writing an essay. And so this is the section on understanding your assignment, but in particular this moving from subject to topic, finding something to say, that's all pre-writing strategy. And so the first thing that you're going to do with that then is this pre-writing journal. The pre-writing journal is set up as a personal discussion board, so you're not interacting with your peers here. When you type you hit reply and you type in the discussion board box, that's just posting on your discussion board. No one else will see it except for me. And so basically it serves the purpose of like a journal that you might do on in journal entries. And so this is just making you put things in separate entries. So you're doing 4 entries. So you'll hit, you'll create your first post, and then you'll hit, reply, and then that will be your first post. And then you'll do reply again for your second one, reply again for your third, and so forth. So each one will be posted separately. So these entries are exercises in the patterns textbook, and the exercises are fairly simple. They're pretty straightforward as to what you're doing, and they follow one after another. So the first exercise asks you to take some general subjects. There's a list of them in the textbook, and you're going to generate some specific topics by asking questions for probing about it. So there's some questions in there that you can ask. And so, if your topic is internet, then maybe one of your questions was, when was the internet invented, or something like that. And so the question should lead you to a more specific topic. And so that would be, history of the internet, invention of the internet, something like that. That's a more specific topic than just internet in general. So your task is to take 2 general subjects and create more specific topics by using those questions. The second entry, then, you will take one of those from your first entry and do a free write. It only needs to be 5 minutes. And so a 5-minute free write, about 100 words, is really not that long, but I'm looking to see a free flow of ideas. You should not stop to correct anything. We want misspelled words. We want incorrect grammar and missing punctuation, because that shows that you were actually really just trying to get the thoughts from your head onto the page. So it's not going to look pretty. You're just going to keep writing and writing and writing. So that 5-minute timer should show just as many ideas as can come out of your head through your fingers as possible. Then the third entry is to take your second entry, so your exercise 5 free write, and do another free write, but with a more specific topic. So something from your free write in exercise 5 will become the topic for your free write in exercise 6. You'll repeat the process, and then exercise 7 is going to be a cluster map. So a cluster map is one where you can either draw it, hand draw it. So you take the topic from exercise 6. You can either hand draw it and take a picture and upload it, or you can create it using a Word document. So something like this, where you insert the symbols for, lines and circles and things like that, and then type your words in there so we can see the clustering of ideas that can be created. So they're follow one after another. That's it. That's all you're doing with this assignment is just practicing these pre-writing techniques. You are not writing an essay. You are not doing anything further than the cluster map. So you don't have to outline anything. You don't have to plan for anything. This is not related to any of the essays we're writing. It's just practice for completing pre-writing techniques, which we will use more than once for the rest of the semester. So that's all this is. A lot of students will get into this and they get confused and they think it's going to take forever. And typically it's because they've just overthought the assignment entirely. So if you have questions about it, be sure to send me an email. The next thing you're going to do is read the thesis statement readings, which should be the next section of that same chapter. And it's just more information about thesis statements. And then you're actually going to take a thesis statement exam. So the thesis statement exam is the only exam in this class that is limited to 1 attempt and a time limit. To prepare for it, I recommend taking the review quiz because that will allow you to see what types of questions are going to be on the exam itself. If you don't have to take the review quiz, but it's a really good idea to do it. You can also take the review quiz more than once if you want to see just a different variety of. The review quiz is not worth any points, so there's no penalty for not doing it, but it will help you tremendously when you get to the exam. So the couple of things to remember about the exam: you can only take it one time. If you need it reset for some reason, so let's say you get started and the power goes out or something, if you need it reset, you need to contact me and you'll get a new set of questions. And then just to keep in mind, there's a 60-minute time limit, which should be plenty of time to do 15 questions, but they are worth 2 points each. So make sure that you are just kind of giving yourself enough time to go through it and really think about this compared to the examples that are given in the textbook. So basically all of the questions are going to be something like, is this a good thesis? And they're true-false questions. And you'll see examples of different thesis statements. So they should be ones that most of them will be fairly recognizable, but it's a good idea to go through the chapters and then take the review quiz also, just so you can kind of anticipate what's going to happen. So those are the two topics, the major topics for this unit. Like I said, we're just doing some pre-writing stuff in preparation for starting our first essay assignment in the next module. If you have questions, be sure to send me an email. Otherwise, have a great week.